Good morning friends, welcome back to Springs session. This is video 4. We talk about leaf springs in this. Leaf springs are commonly used in automobiles. The whole lorry or the bus is suspended on 4 springs, 2 at the front, 2 at the back side. We must have seen the springs like this in the lorries. Each axle will have 2 springs like this, 2 at the back side, 2 at the front side, and there are certain dimensions which you have to know. Capital L is the length of the spring from one support to another support, total length of the spring. LB is the width of central band which we fix on the axle. What is the width of the central band in the middle, which will be useless for us because we are clamping this becomes a solid material, does not deflect. So this much width of the spring is ineffective, we call it. Then width of the spring leaf is called B dash. Width of the spring leaf is called B dash. B dash is the width of each leaf. We have seen the total length L from this end to this end. Width of the central band, which is a useless ineffective length here, which doesn't work like spring as I told you already. Now I am showing the pointer. 2F is the central load. B dash is the width of each leaf. H is thickness of each leaf. So many lines are there. Each thickness is H here. Then effective length. What we do, we cut the spring into 2 halves and each half is considered as one cantilever. So this is fixed here and we are applying load here like a cantilever. One half, if you consider, this looks like a fixed end of cantilever and this end is load applied here, and this length is called effective length of the cantilever. That is equal to capital L minus LB. L minus LB has got 2 small l's here. Capital L minus LB divided by 2 gives you effective length of the spring here. 2F is the central load. That's why the load is called 2F. The length is called as 2L. Each half of the spring will have a load of F, length of L. Also we have I is the number used for number of coils in a helical spring. Here we have leaves here. I is total number of leaves, in which some are full length leaves here from one end to another end. Some are gradually reducing in length here like this. They are called graduated leaves, full length leaves. So IF is full length leaves, IZ is graduated leaves, and I is total number of leaves is IF plus IZ. How many leaves are there in the spring? FB, because we are clamping with bolts, there is some load acting on the central band here. And the stress in the full length leaves will be more because this moment arm is more. The bending stress in the longer arms are more compared to the bending stress in the graduated leaves. We have a derivation for sigma F equal to 1.5 sigma G. You can refer any of the textbooks, we will get a derivation. Sigma F stress in the full length leaves is 50% greater than the stress in the graduated leaves. Stress in the full length leaves is 1.5 times the stress in the graduated leaves. So we talk about only full length leaves which are more stressed compared to graduated. Then sometimes we equalize the stress by a process called nipping. Nipping is pre-stressing the leaves to make the stress equal. The longer leaves are made of larger radius, shorter leaves are made of shorter radius, and clamp them together. We are applying the stress in the initial condition before using on the lorry. In the manufacturing time itself, we are stressing the leaves called pre-stressing. The purpose of pre-stressing is to make the stress equal in all the leaves. That process is called nipping and the stress is called equalizing stress. So in a problem, you should be careful to select the equation for sigma F or sigma depending on the condition given. So design procedure has got 4 steps here. Very simple. One is the stress equation. I told you we should either use sigma F equation. Stress in full length leaves is 1.5 alpha FL by I B dash H square. This is given in page number 20-4. Equation 2014 is the last equation in the data handbook page. 1.5 times the sigma G here. Or equalizing stress sigma equal to alpha dash FL by I B dash H square. If the leaves are pre-stressed, all the leaves experience the same stress, then we use equalizing stress equation. If the leaves are pre-stressed or the stress is same in all the leaves, we use equalizing stress equation. If no condition is given, nothing like equalize is given, then we have to use sigma f equation. In either case, we find out the value called b dash h square, which is in the denominator, b dash h square. Use equalizing stress equation, sigma equation, if it is given that stress in all the leaves is equal. Otherwise, use stress in full length equation, stress in full length leaves equation, sigma f, if no condition is given. And sometimes number of leaves are not given. We always assume IF is 2 and IG is 6 as a standard practice. IF is 2, IG is 6, so I becomes 8, that is required in the calculations. Then second part is the deflection Y beta FL cube by EI B dash H square. Beta FL cube by EI B dash H square, deflection is given to us. So from this relation we find out the value of B dash H cube, equation 2. Then H will be B dash H cube by B dash H square. B dash will cancel, H square will cancel, we will get H value here. That is equation 2 by equation 1. Equation 2 is B dash H cube. Equation 1 in the stress equation we got B dash H square. Then we find out the value of H. Once you know H value, substitute that in B dash H cube, find out the value of B dash. Find B dash from equation 2 after substituting H value in that. Step number 3 is the nip or the gap, camber, curvature height. C, beta dash FL cube by EI B dash H cube. This is the equation for the camber height, equation number 2016, second equation, page number 5. Load exerted on the band or bolts, center band is there. Central band, how much is the load coming on that is given by this equation. In the equation number 2017, by mistake he has printed 17 and 18 same equation. By mistake, the equation is wrongly printed. Please correct the equation of 2017. 2f IgIf by I into 2Ig plus 3If. So we calculate the load exerted on the band. Please remember to correct the equation like this. So these are the 4 steps. Step number 1, taking the sigma or sigma f equation, we always find what is the value of b dash h square equal to. From step number 2, deflection equation, we find b dash h cube equal to. Take the ratio, we get h. Substitute h value in b dash h cube, we get b dash. Find camber, find load and bolt. These are the 4 steps. Let's see some problem. Alpha, beta, alpha dash, beta dash, we have used 4 constants here. We'll see what is constants. Alpha, beta, alpha dash, beta dash are constants from table 20-7, page 2011. There is a table given like this. I have given the extract of the table here. And remember, we are selecting cantilever only. We have converted the given problem into cantilever by dividing into 2 halves here. So alpha and beta are given by 2 equations, same equation, 12 by 2 plus r. Alpha and beta are same. What is r? R is the ratio of total number of leaves to the number of full length leaves, I by IF. R is I by IF. And alpha dash is always 6, beta dash is always 2. So no problem at all. Only we have to find out alpha and beta, for which we have to calculate r first, substitute, then get alpha and beta. This is table number 20-7, page 2011 there. In first problem we will see, design a leaf spring for the following specifications for a truck. Maximum load on the spring is 120 kilonewtons. Maximum load on the springs is 120 kilonewtons. Number of springs are 4, 2 in the front, 2 at the back. The lorry is suspended. Lorry weight is 120 kilonewtons. It is suspended on 4 springs, and material for the spring is silico-manganese steel. Span of the spring is 1200 mm length. Width of central band is 200 mm. Permissible deflection is 120 mm. So what we should do first is, the total load given on 4 springs, we have to convert them into load on each spring. Load on each spring is total load divided by number of springs. Number of springs is 4. and this central load is always called as 2F, not F. 2F is the load on each spring, 30,000. So F is half of that. Then deflection Y is given 120 mm. Length of spring is 1200 mm. Width of band is unwanted length is 200. So what is the effective length? The effective length is always total length minus length of band divided by 2, 500 mm. From the table 20-10, with this table we have already seen earlier for coil springs. 20-10 plus 2015 silicomanganese steel, we should select the tensile properties now, left side properties. They have not given any values for silicomanganese steel. The values are same as chrome vanadium steel. He has given there, same as above, like that he has given in the table. Above is chrome vanadium steel. The value of tensile elastic limit is 1.24 GPa. That comes to 1240 MPa. E is given as 207 GPa. We assume a factor of safety of 2. Then allowable stress will be 620 MPa. E value is 207 into 10 power 3. He has not given the number of leaves and all that. So we assume that IF is 2, IG is 6 always whenever not given. So total number of leaves become IF plus IG comes to 8. So now that he has not given any condition about pre-stressing and all that, we should take the allowable stress as sigma F. This is where you should be very careful. If any condition of pre-stressing is given, then we will take that value as sigma. If no pre-stressing is given, then it should be called as sigma F. Accordingly, the equation is selected. Sigma F equation 1.5 alpha FL by I B dash H square. Equation number 2014 plus 24, last equation. In this, alpha and beta from the table we have seen earlier. Table 20-7 plus 2014. Alpha equal to beta equal to 12 by 2 plus R, and R is I by IF. Total number is 8, IF is 2, the ratio is 4. That 4, if I substitute here, 12 by 6 is 2. Alpha and beta are 2 to each. Substituting all this, we get beta dash B dash H square is 4536.3. From this relation, we get that. Similarly, deflection Y equal to beta FL cube by EA B dash H cube. No confusions here. Only confusion is in the first step, sigma or sigma F. So 2015 first equation, page number 20-5, we get the value of B dash H cube equal to how much? Then this 2 by 1 will give me H value. I have got 4.15 rounded out to 5 mm. Substitute in this equation, second equation always. Then we get B dash as 150.9, 151 mm. So this is the major design of the spring. The other two are how much is the gap to be provided, called camber. Beta dash it is, not beta. For Y equation we have beta, here it is beta dash. Be careful. FL cube by EI B dash H cube, equation 2016, second equation. Then we get the value as 119.97. Load exerted on the band equation, I told you this has to be corrected by equation number 17, wrongly printed. FB, substitute the values, you get 2500. So this is the end of the problem. We started with sigma equation or sigma F equation, we find B dash H square. Y equation we find B dash H cube. Take ratio, find H, then find B dash. After that, how much is the camber? What is the load exerted on the band? 4 steps are there. One more problem here. Second problem, in this what we are doing here is we are talking about equalizing stress compared to previous problem. What is specialty in this is this: a laminated spring of truck has a overall length of 2 meters. Central load is 10 kilonewtons, 2F. Central load is 2F. Deflection is 75 mm. The spring has a 10 coils. Total coils are 10. 2 of which are full length. IF is 2, total coils is 10, so there will be 8 graduated coils difference. And the leaves have been pre-stressed so that all the leaves will experience the same stress. What he means here, the leaves are pre-stressed and equalizing stress. So equation for sigma we have to use, not sigma F like the last problem. We have to use equalizing stress equation. Find the width and thickness, camber and load exerted. He has given the length of the spring is given, width of band is not given. So what we should do, effective length equal to total length minus the width is not given, 0 divided by 2, so that comes to 1000. IF equal to 2 and I is 10 given, so IJ will be 10 minus 2 is 8. Deflection is given, load is 2F, F will be half of that. So compared to last problem, two things are here. One is the number of leaves given, other one is equalizing stress is given. Width of the band is not given. So please remember, whenever width is not given, take it as 0. So instead of sigma f like last problem, we have to use sigma equation. Everything is same. Alpha dash is always directly 6 from the table. So substitute, we get b dash square. We get b dash square like the first problem. Second deflection equation, same. We have to find out b dash beta here. Beta is 12 by 2 plus r. R is I by IF 5. Substitute, we get beta is 1.714. Find out b dash h cube, equation 2. Like earlier, we take 2 by 1, we get h value rounded off to 7 mm. Then substitute in the second equation always b dash h cube equal to so much, b dash equal to how much. After that, find the camber. In the camber, beta dash is always 2, and load on the band. Like the previous problem, this is common for all the things here. So third problem we'll see. Third problem, the specialty is instead of the deflection and all, he has given a ratio. See the last sentence, the total depth of spring to the width ratio is 2. So this is something different. We'll see semi-elliptical laminated spring consists of 3 full length leaves and 12 graduated leaves. How many full length are there? 3 full lengths are there, 12 graduated. So total becomes 15 leaves here. 3 full length, 15 graduated, therefore total leaves equal to 15, 3 plus 12. Load on the spring is 75, load is always called as 2F. 2F is the total load, so F is half of that. Then comes to the effective length is directly given, need not calculate anything. Effective length of spring is given as 600, so 600 is effective length. Otherwise L minus LB by 2, we have to do like that. All leaves are pressed to 400 MPa. That means they are stressed to 400 MPa. All leaves are pre-stressed to 400 MPa. That means equalizing stress here, not like the first problem, second problem here. So everything is same. What you should understand is what you mean by the total depth. Total depth is from here to here. This total depth. Suppose there are 10 leaves here. Each one is h plus h plus h plus h like that. Total depth is 10h here. Suppose 5 leaves are there, it will be 5h like that. Always remember total depth is I, number of leaves into thickness of each leaf is h. If you have 5 leaves, it is 5h. 10 leaves means 10h. In this problem, we have 15 leaves. So total depth is 15 into h. Width is always b dash. Ratio of total depth to width is IH by b dash. That is given as 2. IH is 15h by b dash is 2. Cross multiplying, we get b dash is 7.5h. 7.5h. So in the equalizing stress equation, alpha dash is 6. B dash we put it as 7.5h. Then substitute, calculate the h value directly. See the difference here. B dash is given in terms of h indirectly. So only one unknown is there. We find the value of h directly here. Once you know h value, find b dash. Then deflection y we can find using the beta FL cube by EI b dash h cube. Beta we have to find out. The alpha dash is directly given as 6, whereas beta alpha we have to find. Beta is 12 by 2 plus r. R is I by F. 15 by 3, 5. Beta is 1.714. Assume E equal to 200 GPa. Find out the deflection. Once the deflection is over, earlier deflection was given, we found b dash h cube. Now b dash h and all available with us, we find the deflection. Then we go to camber, same equation. Beta dash is 2 always. Then load exerted on the band. So this is the end of the third problem, end of leaf springs. And we will have a Zoom class. Again, I will explain all this in the Zoom class. I request you to please go through all this, and I thank you for your patience. Thank you.